marbles and can't play jacks. It's these are kinds of things that we need to really start thinking about. We're not saying, I don't. I'm not an advocate of total abolishment of guns. No. I understand the use of these weapons. I have been trained in them. I was in the Marines for 10 years. I see them as useful tools when the time for that tool has arrived and that tool needs to be used. I view that weapon as a tool. Now, as a tool, because there are many times you don't need it, you put it away. But when the time arises, and there are times when you might need that tool, it is good to have it.
Yep. No one's arguing against that.
Exactly.
No one's arguing against that specifically.
Now, but like most tools that, can hurt people or hurt you, there should be some, warning or some kind of training or some kind of qualification for you to take in order to ensure that you know how to use that tool, in order to ensure that you have the faculties in your cranium that are needed for you to understand what the use of that tool could mean and how that tool can impact your life and the lives of others if used in the wrong way.
And I think that for the most part, Robert, the mother of Adam Lanza, that is the individual who committed this heinous crime, a 20-year-old young man named Adam Lanza created this entire situation here. I'm sure that his mother was not trained in the use of that assault rifle.
I'm sure she wasn't.
It was an assault rifle. And two, was it 9mm? One was a Glock, 9mm Glock, and I forgot what the other one was. But it was basically two handguns and then an assault rifle.
And I wouldn't doubt she probably got it for him because he was.
But then you have to ask yourself, how intelligent are the people out there right now, the millions of guns that are out there right now, how intelligent are they upon their own weapon? And so the question of gun reform, if you will, or ownership of gun reform, if you will, has to be. Look, when AFDC, I'm just bringing off the site, when AFDC was redone in the early parts of our American history, when welfare was redone, they had individuals who went into people's homes to see whether or not they were following the rules and regulations of the new welfare system. Now you're going to tell me that we can't have somebody going up into people's homes who have weapons to make sure that their weapons are locked away, that they are not having access, people who shouldn't have access, don't have access. When we can sit back and regulate people.
Ooh, boy, you just opened Pandora's box.
I'm straight up. Think about it. Think about that for a second.
But that's the argument.
That's my point.
That's the argument of the right. That is the argument of the NRA. That is the argument of the gun advocates out there. That is exactly what they don't want happening. That is exactly they don't want seeing. They don't want the G-man walking up to his door saying, I need to check where your rifle's at. I need to see if your rifle has, which you bought was semi-automatic, I need to see if you put that in full automatic mode, to inspect it. They don't want that
We
stuff.
have to have it now.
They don't want that stuff. And that's what they're arguing and fighting against. They don't want anybody from government near their private property asking them about their weapons, asking them about how they use their weapons, where their weapon is at, do they keep them? They don't want that. That's not the role of government, they say.
Well, I wonder how many groups of 20 babies need to die in succession for them to kind of relent.
Those people don't care about the lives of babies. Those people don't care about how these weapons are massacring our children, our streets, are killing and destroying human life. They don't care about that. Their argument is that individual needs to just be punished. That individual needs to just go to prison. That individual needs to pay for that crime. They just see that as, oh, that individual just committed a crime. They don't see it as the bigger picture of these weapons need to be much more regulated than they are. The access to these weapons must be regulated much more than they are. They don't see that. They see those arguments as nothing more than an intrusion in their freedom, in their liberty, in their right to bear arm. You know, they don't see it as nothing else than that. They're